each and every one of us has a masculine and feminine balance within ourselves. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Low Budget Wisdom. I am Marcus, and today we're going to talk about the dynamics of femininity and masculinity, right? And how, what you hear in the media is always about toxic femininity, toxic masculinity, when it's unbalanced, right? First and foremost, each and every one of us, whether you are biologically female, biologically male, or biologically binary or whatever, I don't know the terms, but doesn't matter if you're born male or female. Doesn't matter your sexual orientation. What it doesn't matter. Each of us have a balance of masculine and feminine energies within our own bodies. Okay, so whatever you identify yourself with, go ahead. It's not my duty. It's not my job to like police people. You're born male, you have to be more masculine. You're born female, you have to be more feminine. No, none of that. But I'm just trying to, shine some light onto what I think is happening between the dynamic of feminine and masculine energies, right? So let's say I am a person who is 50% masculine and 50% feminine, right? I might, be balanced, right? But ultimately, as I am born as a male, I produce testosterone. There are some bodily functions within my cells, within my physical male body, that would align more towards masculine traits. Having a deeper voice, some like stubs, mustache, thicker hair, biologically larger muscles as compared to a female who, came from the same descendant, maybe height, something like that. Doesn't matter the physical attributes, but our body, my body, born as a biological male, would tend towards, would kind of like lean towards more onto the masculine side of things. So, divine masculinity, divine femininity, these are all just labels, which I think, might confuse people more than it actually helps people understand themselves. So all these labels and divine this, divine that, toxic masculinity, toxic this, toxic that, healthy masculinity, all these things, they are just labels. What is important is the essence of it. The true essence. Make it as pure and basic as possible. We don't need all those fluff to kind of like, put us in a box. Like I said in one of those videos that I, putting us in a box with labels, with expectations of what a masculine man should do, what a masculine man should not do, what a feminine woman should do, how a feminine woman should act, should not act. These are all labels, right? So, going back, my body is a physically, biologically male body. I would produce testosterone, which would cause me to have more, strengthened masculine traits as compared to a female. As compared if I was born a female, right? And masculinity, this kind of thing, from my perspective, to be balanced, as a male, I would want to preferably have more or less 60-40 kind of like ratio, 60% masculinity and 40% femininity. And that works for me alone as myself, right? The feminine part of me helps me to have creative thinking, help me to, relax, have self-care, flow with life. And the 60% masculinity works well with my own body, my own biological makeup. Does that mean that I cannot be 40% masculine and 60% feminine? No, I can choose to have that, but that's what works for me. So What works for you is a different story. Whether or not you are biologically male or female, if that works for you, that kind of ratio works for you yourself, fine, go ahead, do it. But here is where it becomes more complicated and complex. And here is what real life entails, right? Let's say you meet a partner. You may be a female who met a male partner, or a male who met a female partner, or a male with a male, female with a female, lesbos, gays, homosexuals. I don't judge. You do you. But when another person comes into your life, when another person comes into your life and you guys form an energetic kind of like dynamic, now it has to be added up and averaged out. It has to be balanced. You never see a masculine man getting with a masculine woman because the dynamic, the energetic dynamic is very unbalanced now. There's too much masculinity in that family dynamic, in that relationship dynamic. It could be colleagues or whatever, but mainly your partner, your ride or die. So let's say this man is hyper masculine, 100% full on, 100% masculine, 0% feminine in this guy. So this guy, in order for him to be balanced in life and to feel good, this guy has to find, and it is inevitable that he will attract and find and have someone sent to him with 100% femininity, 0% masculinity in this woman or man, if your sexual orientation is if you're homosexual, right? So 100% masculine and 100% feminine, they will come together, and that is the beautiful balance in that dynamic, right? If that works for you, great, go ahead. That works for you, good. But here's the thing. When this other person is not around you, you become very unbalanced. You kind of go back to 100% masculine, right? Because this person is not there. That is why we always have these thoughts about what love means. Love means I have to find my other half. I have to go and look for my other half to balance my life, to make me fulfilled, to make me complete. I need my other half because I am so unbalanced in my own energy that I cannot hold that masculine and feminine balanced energy within myself alone. So now this person leaves or breaks up with you, or you guys grow old and this person dies off first, whatever the situation may be, now you're unbalanced again because you do not have the foundation to live life in a balanced way alone. We're all so afraid to be alone because we do not balance our own energies, our own feminine and masculine energies, the positive and the negative energies. Both are equally powerful when they are balanced. The masculine, feminine, they have their own specific powers. They have their own specific niche. They are born to do different things, to excel in different things. They have their weaknesses and strengths. They have their weaknesses and strengths. The masculine has its weaknesses and strengths. The feminine has its weaknesses and strengths. And they have to come together to be a balanced, harmonious whole. And therefore, they can work well together and live life well. That's how they grow together. Right? So, okay. So what happens now? The one person leaves and this person is 100% on one end, that person's going to suffer if this person is not around. And it is inevitable that people separate, right? It is unless you guys are, running a business together, you guys see each other every day, you guys mix around every single day. But your safety and your security depends solely on this other person being around your life. That is not security. That is hoping and praying to God that nobody takes this person away from me. If someone takes this person away from me, oh no, I am doomed. Please. But why not just, learn to be alone? Learn the qualities that you do not have from the opposite polarity of who you are. If you're 100% masculine, great. You can do workouts. You are stoic. You can work. You can solve complex logical problems. You can work on a computer. You are disciplined. You have a focused mind, singular objective. You are focused. You feel good when you work out. You are full of testosterone. You are aggressive towards life. You are hungry for success. You want to toil, you want to go and do something, make something of your life, you want to leave behind a legacy. Yes, do that. Yes, I support that 100%. But if you're 100% masculine, even though I support that, it's your life. The matter of fact is, if you're 100% masculine, your creative flow might be blocked. You might burn out from overworking. You might be addicted to overachieving. You might not get ideas or intuitive downloads, or you might not listen to your guts, your feelings, your thoughts. You might solve problems by using your mind and logical, analytical skills alone. And so you do not allow space for other things to come into your aura, into your life, into your experience. If you're overly feminine, 100% feminine, now that becomes a problem as well. If you do not have a 100% masculine kind of energy beside you. If you're alone, 100% feminine, now you slack off. You live in a dreamy world. You are overly intuitive. You are overly in the flow. You have no direction. You have no logical direction. You have no structure to pour your energy to produce something with. You have all those thoughts, ideas. You have all those self-care routine. You look great. You feel great. You are flowing. And what happens when both these polarities fight each other? Because they are not vulnerable enough. They are not able to accept that the other polarity has things that I can learn. The feminine thinks the masculine is, oh, you're always too hardworking. You always have, you're always working. You don't give a fuck about them, about the damn family life. You don't give a fuck about me, and then you complain because I'm feminine. I am feminine. I will wait. I will sit. I will have creative ideas in my mind. Ew, a man, a masculine man. I don't like that. This guy is dirty. He does all the hard work. He goes to the farm to like work on the fields, or if we're talking about modern times, he goes to work his office and solve complex company problems, and he has a direction of how he wants to achieve those success. No, I don't do that. That's toxic femininity because it is unbalanced. On the other hand, the masculine energy could be, ew, this feminine energy, she needs to be taken care of. I need to provide for her, even though providing for her and giving her that security to express her creative ideas and intuitive kind of downloads and express her feminine energy brings about good changes in the masculine man. It brings about luck, and it kind of like dances with the man, so that even though he has the structure, the feminine can bring in creative flow, creative ideas, kind of intuitive energies to that man, so that he can solve complex problems with more ease, with more success, with more luck. A man and a woman coming together, if they are both balanced, they come together, they produce a different kind of harmony, an optimal kind of balanced, harmonious kind of energy between the two of them. They will flow through life with ease, abundance, money, health, children, everything. Life treats them differently. Life appears to them differently, right? So it is so important for the feminine and masculine energy to not judge each other, but to accept and be vulnerable enough to understand that both energies need each other. And that starts with ourselves. That starts with us learning how to balance our own energies within our own system. So far, what I have found to be, working for me perfectly is 60% masculine energy in myself, and the other 40% kind of feminine energy. That's what worked for me. So 60-40, I would also, attract people, let's say a partner. I would also like to attract a partner who is 60% feminine and 40% masculine, right? And these are powerful energies. When two of us mix together, we produce a different kind of harmonic, a different kind of aura, a combined kind of frequency that we send out to the world. That changes a lot of things around our lives, right? So please don't think the other energy is not good or bad or whatever. Balance it yourself. Understand what works for you. It doesn't matter your sexual orientation. Doesn't matter if you're gay, you're lesbian, you're non-binary. It does not matter. Those are labels. Stop slapping labels onto yourself and stop putting yourself into a box and try to label what I should be doing as a masculine man, in a box, what I should be doing as a feminine women, how to attract men, how to attract women, how to have a good boyfriend, how to have a good girlfriend. These are all labels. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. If this resonated with you, if you're new, please do subscribe. It would mean so much to me. And if you have, reached the end of this video, it's quite long, 18 minutes plus, almost pushing 19 minutes. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. Leave a like, a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.